Hallelujah. Praise the mighty name of God. Hallelujah. His name is Jesus. Do you know him, brother? Do you know his name? Do you know his name, brother? No, don't touch my stuff. No. Nobody can work their way up to heaven. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you were born in Saudi Arabia, born in the Vatican. I don't care if you were born in Jamaica. I don't care if you were born in spiritual Africa. I don't care who you are, but nobody can earn their way to heaven. The only way we can get to heaven is by the mercy of God. That's like God is calling you on the phone right now. That's Brother George, by the way. It's like God is saying, pick up the phone. I want you to know something. Listen to my servant David. He's telling you something. He's saying that your way is the way of destruction. There's a broad road that leads to destruction, and many go their way. But there is a narrow road. Few go that way. And that narrow road is a road of humility. It's a road that says, I can't do it, but God, you can do it. It's a road that says, I need help. I don't know about you, but every one of us need help sometimes in life. Hallelujah. Praise the mighty name of God. Hallelujah. His name is Jesus. Do you know him, brother? Do you know his name? Do you know his name, brother? Do you know his name? His name is Jesus, brother.
Can you give me 2 seconds?
2 seconds, brother. God bless you.
I need to talk to you.
Hallelujah. Praise the mighty name of the Lord. His name is Jesus.
Just put your microphone.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Just private. Just put your microphone.
No. Don't touch my stuff, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that. What can I do for you? I'll go over there. Yeah. That's very simple. Seriously. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Very, very simple. His name is Jesus. Even security needs Jesus. Even police need Jesus. You see, how many of you are perfect in all your ways? I know it's not me. How many of you have kept the law in every degree? I know it's not me. God bless you, brother. God bless you. You see, if I base my life on how good I was and I said, I gotta keep the law. If the contract, in order for me to enter into heaven, was based on how good I am, I've already failed, and so have you. What religion do you belong to today? What path are you following today? Are you following a covenant, an agreement that says keep the law and you will be saved? How well have you kept the law? I've already failed. According to the law, I'm worthy of death. According to the law, I'm worthy of hell. According to God's holy standard, there's nothing I can do except ask for mercy. Have you asked for mercy, and do you know where that mercy is found? You see, I've come to the point in my life where I realize that I can't be saved by what I do. I can only be saved by what he has done for me. And that doesn't mean that I just go around doing things that mess up my life. You see, when God shows his mercy in my life, I came to realize that, man, I'm so messed up. And when you realize that you're messed up, you don't want to mess up anymore, because God is shining light on those areas that you didn't see. You see, when you're following a religion that's based on how good you are, you focus on how good you are. Look at me. I prayed 5 times a day, 10 times a day. Look at me. I wore a rosary around my neck. Look at me. I took communion when I was young. Look at me. I was baptized. And so people walk around with their religious face saying, yes, I'm going to heaven because I'm a good person. When I ask people on the street, are you going to heaven? I say, of course I'm going to heaven. And I say, why? Because I'm a good person. I go to church all my life. I pray 5 times a day. I'm a good person. You see, they think they're a good person. They think that they can keep the law because they don't realize how holy God is. They don't understand the holiness of God. But you see, the person that comes to Jesus Christ realizes the holiness of God. They look at God and say, wow, God, you are much higher than me. You're much greater than me. You're more holier than me. My righteousness falls so far from your righteousness. You know how I know? because I looked at Jesus. You know, when Jesus came and walked on the scene, when Peter was in the presence of God, when he was in the presence of Jesus, he said, Jesus, get away from me. I'm a sinful man. When you're in the presence of Jesus, when you encounter the true and the living God, there's no boasting in his sight. The only thing you can do is bow. The only thing you can do is realize that I'm unworthy. And grace does that. Grace does that. Grace says you're unworthy. But grace does something that the law can't do. Grace says you're unworthy, but grace offers you a remedy. And the remedy is Jesus. Jesus is grace. Jesus is God's riches at Christ's expense. What was the expense? You see, we couldn't purchase paradise. I wish I could. I tried, but I failed.
I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested.